Okay, it's Joe Defense here. It's my new name, by the way, Bob. You like my new name, Joe Defense?
I just like that you came up with another name you could use in the third person.
It's important to have ways to refer yourself with a third person, and now the Groz has become Joe Defense.
Really making Bob feel weird.
Bob doesn't like doing that, but he is doing it. I mean, we're talking about the Seahawks game here specifically, and we sort of brought up as a poll question on Friday, what is everyone looking for? And yes, I know everyone's looking at offense, and everyone's looking at the quarterbacks, and everyone's looking at the wide receiver combination. But Joe Defense here is going to be watching what the Legion of Boom, what the defensive line for that matter, and even young Bobby Wagner, going to see a rookie linebacker go up against Peyton Manning in Denver. I mean, I know we're never going to find out too much in week 2 of any preseason game, really for both sides. They'll keep it vanilla, but from my standpoint, when I get up and go to the refrigerator, it will be when the offense is on the field. Joe Defense wants to see the D play this week.
Well, I'm interested in all of it, so I'll go during
the
the commercials is when I'll go to the kitchen. But the defense is, listen, they came out last week against the Tennessee Titans, and they looked like the defense of last year. They did not look like they had missed a step, and again, they're going up against vanilla offenses, and they'll do it again this week. But Peyton Manning, even in a vanilla offense, has the ability to make defenses look a little silly. He has the ability to trick them and fool them, and we talked to a few guys on this defense about Matt Flynn and how he's trying to trick us.
That's his sort of thing,
look
right?
Us off, and if Matt Flynn can do that, what can Peyton Manning do? So even in a stripped-down version of the Broncos offense, I think it's going to be a nice test for Cam Chancellor and Richard Sherman and Brandon Browner and that whole crew and Bobby Wagner. So I think as much as they don't get the full complement of that offense and maybe all the starters in Denver, you got Peyton Manning, and you've got the ability of all those years of deceiving defenses. It's going to be an interesting matchup.
Well, and I just think that, I think ultimately the offense is going to be in somewhat of a struggling mode maybe all year long. Maybe it begins with the lack of reps for running backs, the fact that you're not sure how Sidney Rice is going to be, and he's not going to play until probably the year starts. I think maybe in week 3 we'll see some of Marshawn Lynch. He's not playing in preseason games because he's hurt or anything like that. He just runs so hard you don't really need to waste his carries in a preseason game. But for an offense that's ultimately going to be a play-action passing offense, taking advantage of Lynch running, it's just hard for me to get anything watching them play offense. Defensively, I think they need to be a top 5 defense to have success this year. So I guess that's what I'm looking for in all the games. I'm looking to see them be better, actually, than they were last year. And yeah, Joe Defense would like to see them take a big shot at Peyton Manning this week.
Bob would like him to stop calling himself Joe Defense.